What up, everybody? I am DJ Qball.
It's your boy Jilla Beats.
Boy Versatile.
And this is the Unplugged Talk Podcast. And right here is where we give you the unplugged, everything talk.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying?
You know?
For real, for real.
Dude.
But before we give you any of that, we got Shannon the Shooter in the building.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Shannon the Shooter, the most beloved producer in the building. God damn it.
Something different every week.
Oh man, look.
Every week.
I'm gonna re-update your EPK.
Right.
All those titles gonna be on there.
Yes,
Back to
yes.
back to back to back. Crazy.
Straight up.
Man, how the week treat y'all though, man?
Man.
We good, man. You know,
Yeah.
I actually put something on the grill. I take that back. I ain't put nothing on the grill, but I had my homie. I had my homie. I bought it. So yeah, I put
It's like
something
both
on the
ours.
grill.
Right,
So
right.
It's like both ours. Pop said.
I just give him a house.
Right. But nah, I had, you know what I'm saying? Had to put something on the grill. I've been dying for the weather to break a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm tired of going to the restaurant, man. I'm trying to
I feel you.
Man.
change my diet up. You know what I'm saying? And
That's a good thing.
eat more healthier. You know what I'm saying? And it costs to eat healthier. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'd rather put something on the grill than to fry it and put it in that grease. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Start
y'all
somewhere.
been cooling though.
Yeah, I've been good, man.
Good stuff.
I've been good. As usual, low key in the lab.
Hey,
All the time.
the right way.
For real. Nothing different.
Hey, same over here, man. You know, besides making those connections and, you know, trying to help advance the culture. Outside of that, man, chilling like y'all. You know what I'm saying? In the lab. In the lab.
That's what's up.
You know, besides all that, you know, just planning for this 420 event.
You
know
dig?
what I'm
Hey,
saying?
make sure y'all RSVP.
Trying to
Yeah,
tell
do
y'all,
that.
it's only a few
RSVP.
slots left. So
Hey,
make sure.
I told y'all better RSVP. Slots was going quick. I told you that.
Trying to
Better,
tell
man, don't miss it.
Shout out to everybody who has already. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Y'all on point. Y'all in the dough. All y'all got to do is get to the dough, show and tell your RSVP number and give your last 4 digits of your phone number. You know what I'm saying? And y'all locked.
In there like swimwear.
I promise you.
And don't forget that this event is free.
The free 99.
Free.
Free.
It's
You need
free.
the RSVP because you know how people like free stuff.
Right.
Right.
Go. Go.
Hey, look. So look, I want to kick it off with this is a part of mental health. I think this is a good thing to put out there for mental health on a positive note. Like, stop confronting everything. You know what I'm saying? Stop stressing yourself out when you peep something that's not right. It might not. It might be right for others. It might not be right for you. You know it's not right for you. You don't have to like go out of your way to just let it be known. Hey, this ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like you disturbing your own peace when you just like do that. Like know how to just see it, peep it. Like okay, cool, bet. You know what I'm saying? Take a mental note of that and then move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause now it's kind of like you just upset and angry all the time. Like the little stuff just ticks you off. Like your heart is on your sleeve, type of thing. Like, don't disturb your own peace by just like, oh man, he or she did this, said that, whatever the case may be. Like, man, don't even trip on it. Peep it, move accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I like that though.
Yeah.
Because it also, like, you know, basically, nutshell, it's like, it's twofold because it applies in the relationships too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, which actually is funny because one does affect the other on either way you go look at it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're dealing with certain things mentally, you know, and you're not addressing those things in a relationship, or you know what I'm saying, if you're steadily like harping on certain things, you're keeping yourself miserable. You know what I mean? You have to focus on what you can control. I always say that. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like you're just riling yourself up. You know what I mean? And in certain things, you know, if you know certain things trigger you, why do you want to run towards that trigger? That's like, you know what I'm saying, like running toward a loaded gun, somebody got to your head or whatever. Why you gonna run toward it?
Right.
You know what I mean? That makes no sense. But no, I like that though. That's a good start. That's a really good start.
What up, y'all? I am DJ Qball.
Jilla beats in the building.
Check this out. April 20th, 420. Come check us out. R&B Night presents.
Nightclub.
Man, listen, we got pre-rolls for everybody. And while supplies last, pre-rolls for everybody. Make sure y'all come out. RSVP. It's a private event. Text 872-216-7260. 872-216-7260. Remember, pre-rolls for everybody until the supplies run out. 420, y'all. Let's go. And then another thing too as well, like say for instance, like you say, you don't have to confront everything you peep, right?
Right.
So the person or people that you are confronting, these people may be just those type of people that just do this to people.
Yep.
So, and they know what triggers you.
Yeah.
They know what pushes your buttons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't let them, I call it puppetize you. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point they know what moves you, they know what angers you, what, you know what I'm saying, what pushes your buttons. So now they got you like a puppet.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you can't be a puppet to the madness, you know what I'm saying? Because, and I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from experience because I once was one who peeped and confronted almost everything that I peeped. Yeah. I was once one of those, you know what I'm saying? But you learn from your mistakes.
Definitely.
You learn from your mistakes, you know what I'm saying? And I can say that I learned, you know, I can sit right here and say that I learned. And now I just happily skip over, you know, once, you know, the stuff that I used to trip over.
And that's good. That shows growth, you know, and maturity, and as well as that, it shows that you're paying attention, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like you're not trying to jeopardize your own health, whether it's mental, physical, spiritual, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's like with you doing that, that's a wonderful thing, because a lot of people, you know, won't do that. And with you doing that, you're able to gauge and control, okay, I know that's going to bother me. I'm not going to feed into it. I'm not going to let it disturb me. Why? What's the benefit?
Right.
What's the benefit? How's it going to help me? If it's not going to help me, then why put any attention to it? You know what I'm saying? And that's people have to get to that point of doing, you know what I mean? Where it's like, man, it'll allow them to be way more stress-free. You know what I'm saying? Like, feel better. You know what I mean? Because you have to think about it. When you're allowing a lot of the negative energy from other people to transfer over to you, it's like you have moments where you're like, why do I feel like this? You know, like, why am I thinking like this? Why am I acting like this? You know what I'm saying? This is not normally how I am. You know what I mean? And that's when you have to take a step back and go, okay, who am I around? You know, what am I digesting? Whether it's reading, watching, it could be on TV, it can be anything. Like, okay, why am I feeling this way? You gotta start doing a self-evaluation to go, okay, like, what am I doing? Because you can care about people, you can love people, you can like people, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know, want to hang with people in the whole nine, but then you got to recognize and identify, okay, is it beneficial? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody that's around you means you well. Right. You know what I mean? And
that's why I brought that up. You know what I'm saying? That's why when he say like, man, I used to be one of them people, and I found it that, man, I wasn't getting no work done. Like it was like, man, Joe, I want to just go. You know what I'm saying? It was just too much extra stuff that it was just basically a whole distraction. You know what I'm saying? It was stuff I shouldn't have even been worried about that. I'm supposed to be doing this and doing that, and I'm worried about this. So now it's throwing me off. Now I'm wasting just time and energy, you know what I'm saying, thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, all that energy could have been going into my work, my craft, you know what I'm saying? And like we learn, like you say, we learn from our mistakes, you know what I'm saying? You got to go through it to be able to tell that story, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Let me tell you something you probably didn't even realize about yourself, because I realized a bit about myself. Yeah. And once I realized this, that's when I, weaned off, reacting to everything I peep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is what happened. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say this and you probably going to be like, you know what, y'all? Check this out. How many times you reacted to something you peeped, but as you were reacting, you was holding your breath?
You ain't really want to say what you really want
No,
to say?
literally, physically holding your breath. Like,
I ain't never thought of it like that though.
man, bro, once I physically felt myself, because after I hit send or post and I exhale, that let me know how long I was holding my breath, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, and just to go a little bit deeper, you got to think about the relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to gain control.
Yep.
And now I feel like I'm a master of oneself
Yes.
because I don't react to nothing.
Facts.
Still see stuff. Still know stuff.
Yeah.
I don't react to nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because time is too short.
Yep.
I don't have time to waste on messy stuff, negative stuff.
At all.
And I feel like I'm losing time holding my breath for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
I think that when you start to feel the physiological things behind what's going on in your life, like the anger you feel, it's like, because all of that stuff have a feeling. It feels like something. And it's like once you begin to feel that and you decide that I don't like this feeling. I don't want to feel like this no more. Until people start feeling that, that's when they decide to make change about what's going on. Because you got to feel that thing. Otherwise, it's just like whatever.
Yeah.
But until you that feeling gets you, and it's not a pleasant feeling, because most things of anger or discord or when I'm into it with somebody, that don't feel good, and it makes you physically ill.
Yeah. The thing is, they can't ignore that feeling, and a lot of
It's
people,
draining.
a lot of people do ignore it though. You know what I'm saying? They'll walk around. You know what I'm saying? And misery. You know what I'm saying? Hence, where everything comes. You know, when it starts boiling down to it, that's when people start saying, "Oh man, I'm depressed," or depression kicked in, or this is because they're walking around and they're holding on to that feeling instead of going, "Okay, I need to figure out how to get rid of it. I need to figure out how to remove this. I don't like it." But then it gets to a point where it's like anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like when you consume too much of something, you know what I'm saying? Like you're like, okay, you're not gonna feel right. You're consuming too much negative energy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when you're walking around with that, you get to the point where you're like walking around like, "Hey, what up, E? You know, what up, Qball?" To the point where more and more time going by and you're still carrying this thing. I'm not figuring out how to release it and get it out of you. What up, E? What up, Qball? What up, Shannon? And you're like, "What's wrong with you?" You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And people, they ignore it. They ignore the signs. They ignore the feelings. They ignore the fact that, and then puts them in an area of, now I don't want to admit it. I don't want to come to grips with it. You know what I'm saying? Because then I feel like then to be known like something's wrong with me, or I might be diagnosed with something, and I don't want to, confront that either. So it's like, I'm gonna walk around with this. You know what I'm saying? And
that's why we are, like I said in another episode, that's why we are walking amongst so much undiagnosed stuff.
Yes.
I just said that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We are amongst so much undiagnosed stuff, man. That's why we just need to be careful, and be proactive about everything, because you got to start with yourself.
You do. You do.
You know what I'm saying? You got to start with yourself. You can't change nobody's attitude. It's up to them. You know what I'm saying? You can't make a person happy. You may add to their happiness,
right?
But you can't make nobody happy,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Happiness is yours.
Exactly.
What up, y'all? I am DJ Qball.
Jilla beats in the building.
Check this out. April 20th, 420. Come check us out. R&B Night presents
Nightclub.
Man, listen, we got pre-rolls for everybody. And while supplies last, pre-rolls for everybody. Make sure y'all come out. RSVP. It's a private event. Text 872-216-7260. 216-7260. Remember, pre-rolls for everybody until the supplies run out. 420, y'all. Let's go. Happiness is yours.
Yeah.
Sometimes it take people to get to the place of depression to even realize that I need some help. Because and I think that's what leads us to depression, because we don't realize that this is bringing us down, and then it's not till you get to that rock bottom place you like, oh, I gotta try to get up from here. Right. And so sometimes, well, I don't want to say that it's a gift, but it causes you to search your own soul. Like they call it in the spiritual world, the dark night of the soul. When you hit that plateau place where you like, okay, I either got to do or die at this point. I got to make a change for myself. And I think that, like, once you fall into that place of depression, that's like not the end. That's like letting you know, like, okay, this is a warning. Like, your gas light on now. Like, hey, what you gonna do about this? Because this real now. Now it's real. And now you're not feeling like yourself. Now you're not doing the things you used to do. Now you locked up in the house and you don't understand why. So, I think depression helps us realize that's what you gonna do when your mom, when somebody stand in front of you and say, okay, now what you gonna do? So,
It's funny, too, because, you know, with that, you know, and it's ironic because the more we're talking about this stuff, the more I'm seeing there's a parallel even with, you know, relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because everything you just described right now, think about how many women, you know what I'm saying, that felt like that, or a man that just sitting there like, I'm just here, I'm in this relationship, I'm not going to, oh, well, you know, I'm just going to bide this time, or, you know what I mean? And until it gets to a certain point where it's like, you saw all the signs, you see all the red flags, you knew what you're feeling back here, whether it's months, years ago, but you're just like, all right, whatever. So then you're allowing it to get worse. You know what I'm saying? And then what you described is ironic, because think about how many, like, this is being honest, because like it happens all the time, but how many women that are in relationships that hold on that long, you know what I'm saying, and go through that miserable part, you know, either hoping it's going to change, but knowing it's not going to change. And then all of a sudden it's like, it gets to the point where it's like, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? Not too late as far as living wise, but all over again. So then it's like, okay, now you done lost yourself. You know what I'm saying? This happens in regular life stuff for people, you know, as far as, you know, that's why we're discussing and covering the mental health awareness stuff, because it's like so many people needed help and need, you know, to understand that they need to catch these signs early on and act at that point in time, you know what I'm saying? So you don't lose yourself, you know, so it's not hard to come back. Because think about realistically, it's just like doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like once you go, you know, back in the day, doing drugs, you're doing hard drugs, you look up, you're like, man, you know what I'm saying? You got to go through a whole process to, you know, to be able to get to a freeing moment, because, you know, you had to go through rehab and all kind of other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the withdrawals, and you had to go through all this stuff to get out of your system, you know what I'm saying? So paralleling with that is same thing with relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like if you know certain things aren't good for you, I don't care, it could be a friendship, a significant other, I don't care what it is, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got to evaluate all that stuff, man, because it could take a toll on you. But here's the thing that people don't understand and realize, and it's funny because we discussed this, you know, off camera we talk about it. But anyway, as far as the drug epidemic, you know what I'm saying, and what people don't realize, like we're talking about, why the kids are the way they are now, you know what I'm saying, and where, you know, the parents played a role back then. And like we were saying, it's not even just, it's two things, genetic and generational. Because you didn't think about the fact of, you know, oh, these people out here sleeping like this and doing this, whatever, and they just like, oh, just for the kicks, right? And it's gonna sound funny. Y'all probably gonna, I don't know if you laugh. Anyway, but think about how many how many women that, you know what I'm saying, that there's a lot of children out here now, but how many women back in the day that was car booties? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Remember that term? There's car booties, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, rats. And doing all that, you know what I mean? And basically, in a nutshell, not even caring what their body count was like or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? And the fellas too, you know what I'm saying? But we covering everybody. But think about how many was like that, and then you're wondering, like, man, okay, why they're over sexualizing the little girls, and you know what I'm saying? And it's even got to an extreme point now, like we covered a while ago, where the parents want to hang out and be on the same level as their kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's going completely backwards. It's almost like we call it regressing. It's like regressing. There's a lot that's going on. So it's like, not only are the adults facing all these different things as far as mental health and all that, but the kids are too. And then it's like trying to figure out, okay, why? Well, I'm not gonna take my kid to get checked out because, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing wrong. We was acting crazy. We was acting crazy when we was kids. That ain't the case. Right. What did you pass down in part to these kids? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know what else too? It is also important to be around the right people.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
First
like,
and foremost.
You can't just be around anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people be reluctant to speak to people when they feeling depressed or something. They want to stay in the confines. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to talk to nobody. They don't want to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But it is really very helpful to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you got a group of friends or somebody that's not biased.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a therapist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, a therapist would be non-biased because they don't know you.
Right.
They don't know you from a can of paint. You know what I'm saying? Now, some of your friends might be biased because they care about you, I'm assuming, you know, but you don't want bias. You want straight up truth.
And I think you should just go see a therapist. Yeah, you know, you can just go at your own time. Nobody has to know you're going to see a therapist. That way you still won't feel like, well, if he know I'm going to see a therapist, he might tell somebody else, and then you know how people talk, and then it becomes, oh, well, you going to see a therapist, something wrong with you. It's gonna come out at that party.
Right.
y'all gonna be drinking and kicking the bobos, and somebody gonna get mad at somebody, and then all of a sudden somebody know you going to see a therapist.
Cause listen, I know y'all remember when I said I went to therapy before in one of the episodes. You know what I'm saying? Some of my business came back like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of my homies, you know, told somebody that I know for sure I didn't tell. Right. That ain't nothing you just tell everybody.
Right.
You only talk to like people you feel is close. You know what I'm saying? So I did that. You know what I'm saying? And my business came back from somebody else.
Right.
You know, so you know, you learn a lot, man. That's why I'm able to sit here right now and give y'all this unplugged, uncut, and everything talk.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because the things that we give y'all, we have been through. We not just talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have literally been through everything we speak about on here.
Yep. Like May said, I got the scars to prove it.
Most definitely, I have been through therapy. I think I started going to therapy in probably like 2014 or 15 or something like that, maybe 2015. Because I was not feeling myself no more. Like all of those years that I had spent dealing with, I was depressed for a long time and didn't even know it because I had experienced so many different tragic situations to me in my life, and I was just holding that shit in.
Yeah.
And then when I was trying to talk to other people about it, it's like, oh, just get over it. Like some of the things that I went through, you can't just get over. I've been raped more than once, you know, and this was something that people think you could just get over, and it wasn't until I was in my 30s and I decided like everything had just started piling up on top of me. My whole entire life just started to feel like, you know, everything was just falling down on me, and I was losing myself, and I literally was feeling like I was going to hell fast because my life just was not feeling right. So I had to do something, especially to the point when I started getting violent. I knew that I had to do something because I wasn't like the type to be beating the shit out of people, and I started beating the shit out of people. And so at that point, I'm like, okay, something wrong in my head. Something ain't right. And I went to therapy. Yeah. And I talked to that therapist for however long it took. I spoke from my life from the very earliest thing I could remember up until that point. I probably was like 35 at that time when I got there. Once I got talked all the way through that with that therapist, my life changed right then. Music started for me. I started going on tour with Certain Baptist. I'm come back. I'm dropping my first single. Like everything started changing because I had to release whatever that was.
Yeah.
And it's okay because you gonna get sick of yourself at some point.
Right.
And I think I got sick of myself and what it was feeling
you'll
like.
get physically sick.
Yeah, literally.
Nah, for real.
You get
literally.
I've seen people get physically sick to the point like they passed away type.
I was just about to say, and you'll want to kill yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
Because suicidal
No,
ideations was not.
not kill.
I know, like the internal disease.
No. We have to say, unalive.
Unalive, child.
We have to say
It'll
unalive.
make you want to not be here
She
anymore.
meant on GTA. Kill yourself on GTA.
Yeah. It'll make you
On
not want to
GTA.
be on this plane anymore. Is
on
that, that's a
GTA,
little bit better.
Yeah.
But
you know what I'm saying?
it's serious. It's serious.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So it's like you just have to take care of yourself, y'all.
Definitely.
Mental health is very, very important.
Very much
You know
so.
what I'm saying? Like your mental is how you move. I'm talking about, I don't mean physically, I'm talking about with everything in life.
Yeah.
You need your mental. It's nothing that you don't do in this world without thinking about it.
That's true. That's true.
It's your brain.
Like
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I hope you all are listening. You know what I'm saying? We speaking from experience, like I said before. And man, like I just hope y'all listening, you know.
Definitely.
And another thing too, man, like when a person is like depressed, it makes a person like be mean to other people.
Yeah, you're not pleasant.
Right, you're not a pleasant person. Like you mean to other people. You know what I'm saying? And you just rubbing people wrong for no reason because you feeling the way you feel. And I just feel like that's not cool.
No, that's true.
That's not
true.
cool. You know what I'm saying? So if it's anybody out there who are feeling depressed and you don't really want to talk to somebody, you know, if you in the Chicagoland area, what's happening on the 30th?
May 30th. This is the Men Motivating Men. It's our men's mental health awareness event. I'm gonna get all details to you guys. We secured the venue, and there's a lot of people that are involved. We have the mental health awareness, the company. They're involved now. Some elected officials are involved. They're tapping some celebrities, and you know what I'm saying, as far as like, you know, the bigger names that are out right now and stuff like that, you know, with their organizations and things of that nature. So it's like we're putting everything together. So like it's gonna be something special, man.
Yeah.
Because everybody's been asking it, like, man, like, and it's crazy because nobody's done it. And so I'm making sure I'm telling anybody involved, like, it's got to be something special, you know what I mean? And not anything, you know, and I got to say this because as a disclaimer, you know, when I talk to those who are help make move the pieces, I'm telling them, I'm like, I don't want it to be a thing where it's a pressured type of thing. I want it to be to where it's like a kickback, you know what I'm saying? But men being able to be open, you know what I'm saying, you know, and have the opportunity to be vulnerable with each other and network and things of that nature. And not like one of those things where like, man, I don't know what I'm walking into. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a setup type thing. I don't want any of that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very big on that. And I'm putting my foot down on that. Like, look, this is the start of something. Other people coming, they're flying from out of town and everything. That's as far as guests. I'm not even talking about as far as like participating. I'm talking like as far as like putting together. I'm talking like guests. They're like, we're here. We're already getting our tickets, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, so they're like, this is much needed. And I'm like, yes, because once it starts with the men, the women and the children are going to follow. But because the men have to be the leaders, you know what I'm saying, and lead by example. And it's going to do so much, it's going to be beneficial to any man that does it, you know what I'm saying, and starts trying to, you know, think about their mental health, you know what I'm saying, and better themselves, even in their households, you know what I'm saying, whether it's with, I don't care if it's a significant other, your children, siblings, parents, I don't care who it is, it's going to make you become a better person for yourself. So that way, you know, you can start expressing more, but also to share that same energy, you know, as people are like, oh, shoot, okay, if you did it, I know I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people get counted out. We know that, you know, especially as men, you get counted out, looked at a certain way, frowned upon, you know, as far as like, if you express yourself too much or, you know what I'm saying, share your, you know, what's really going on with you, you know, to make you feel like either you're a punk, you know, you're soft, you're less than, you know what I'm saying, not really a man, all these different stigmas that come with all that stuff. Hence, like we're discussing, finding that time, you know what I mean? You can do it by yourself and go to therapy, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. But this event here is really to encourage the men to go, okay, you know what? There's other men like me. There's other people that, you know what I'm saying, and there's gonna be women that are gonna pull up, you know what I'm saying, support it as well, because they're like, we want to be a part of this too, type thing. To show the men the support, to show them they're not by themselves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that is dope. And I'm talking about they're flying in. So it's like one of those things where it's gonna make a difference by being the difference, but starting something new to where people can take it and go and you know how we do stuff. We create things, you know, it's like, okay, look, especially on something positive like this, to take it wherever you're from, take it back there and start it there too. You know what I mean? Like, start being the change. You know, so that's what this is all about, man. So like I said, I'm gonna get all the details and everything for everybody. You know, working on the flyer and all that. Everything's going on right now, like like in real time. So, I just wanted to make sure I locked everything down first before announcing anything. The date was definitely locked down. The venue's locked down. So it's like, now, okay, start putting it together the right way, because we're gonna have, it's gonna be a lot of fun time, but also educational, and networking. You know what I'm saying, and building from there, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
When you get them flyers, make sure you leave
Definitely.
some of them at the Orchestration Institute, because I be having people coming through there on a regular.
Definitely,
You know,
definitely.
I don't want to insult anybody when I give it to you, but I think it's a good thing for
yeah,
for me and to go check out. You know what I'm saying, and be able to talk about things. Like how we can sit here and talk about stuff.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. Because whether anybody knows it or not, I mean, you guys watching, you guys have seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is our 13th episode, but you see the natural engagement, you know what I'm saying? We have fun doing this. We have fun. We love what we do. We love educating y'all. We love, sharing things. We love being uncut. But the basis of it all, we have a great dynamic and a great connection. You know what I'm saying? We're different men, different, some similar backgrounds here and there. We do a lot of the same things, but we're still three different people. You know what I'm saying? And the vibe and encourage and build and doing this, you see there's already a natural chemistry, you know what I'm saying? Because we're just being open and free. We're being open and free. There's no hidden agendas, no negativity, no nothing. And we just, we build each other, and that's what is necessary and needed. And that's, like I said, they're going back to that. That's what this event is intended to kick off globally. So, yep.
And it don't be shots at nobody, man, because I know I got fans and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? But no, it don't be shots at people, because you know how people be, man. Like, man, I done had some slick stuff said to me, and it's like, oh, you been watching the stuff, you be paying attention, huh?
Yeah.
But it's all in good vibes. We just be trying to send positive vibrations. We try to talk about stuff that people don't talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We do. Y'all probably do talk about it, but it's not what I want to say.
Publicized.
It's not publicized. It's not displayed. You know what I'm saying?
Like a
outside of
popular
everything
thing.
else that's being talked about. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to bring something different to the table. You know what I'm saying?
And we really
we
not
do.
trying to, talk about like the trendy topics of what's going on in the world. Like, we talk about what's real,
Yes.
what's necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because the trendy topics is just what they are, trendy topics.
Yeah.
Here today, gone tomorrow. Something else trendy happening right after that. You know what I'm saying? But these topics that we speak on are here to stay, because it's generational.
Yeah. It's
It's
life.
generational. It's life. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, this is why we speak the way we speak.
And stuff like that needs to be talked about. Because
It
again,
does.
that stuff is not talked about. You know what I'm saying? Everything else, the trendy social media stuff is talked about. Everybody is in everybody's business.
The gossipy
It's
stuff.
The gossip stuff. Like,
Man.
who really cares? Like, we need to talk about, like, we talking about mental health awareness. Like, this is stuff that needs to be talked about on a regular, men or women.
Yep.
Like, everybody got something going on. Everybody done been through stuff. A lot of people make poor decisions based on their past experience or whatnot. And like Shannon said, like, stuff needs to be released and talked about so you can get past that stuff, you know what I'm saying, and grow. And you can pass that torch to the next person, so people won't follow in those same steps. You know what I'm saying? And man, it's just all positive vibrations. You know what I'm saying? We trying to practice what we preach, and we trying to get people to follow in those footsteps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Each one teach one type of thing.
Yep.
Definitely. And I do want to say, going to get the help that you need takes bravery. So don't be afraid to be brave for yourself, because what you're doing is not for others.
Definitely.
You have to love yourself enough to want to be the best you that you can be. So be brave. Go get the help that you need and that you deserve, because you will make your world a better place.
Exactly.
And you gotta remember too, you too deserve healing. That healing is there for you. You gotta get that healing. You'll feel better. You'll love yourself. Others will love you more. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be a positive, a beacon for other people to go, you know what? I think I want to get help too. I think I want to get healing too. You know what I'm saying? And stop walking around like I'm walking around. Because when everybody's walking around like that, everybody's walking around like dang near lost. So you have like the blind leading the blind.
Blind leading the blind.
Every time.
So I want to say this. I don't know how much time we got left, but I just want to say this. This is a worldwide thing. This is a worldwide thing, you know what I'm saying? But as of right this second, I just want to speak specifically to the artists. You know what I'm saying? So artists, if there's any artists out there, if you're not feeling like yourself, if you feeling like negative, if you on edge all the time, just anything under that scope of depression, you know what I'm saying? Just speak to somebody, because being an artist, and I don't care what type of artist, whether you draw or make music or a pianist or whatever you may be as an artist, this artistry is comparison based. It's comparison based. So a lot of artists compare themselves to other artists and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So when one artist do something, the next artist want to do better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That can affect your mental as well.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That could make you set in, you know, with all of the negative energies, with the depression, like all that can set in just off comparison. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, if you feeling in any way that I spoke of, just seek help.
Definitely.
Just seek help.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real.
That's real.
What up, y'all? I am DJ Qball.
Jilla beats in the building.
Check this out. April 20th, 420. Come check us out. R&B Night presents.
Nightclub.
Man, listen, we got pre-rolls for everybody. And while supplies last, pre-rolls for everybody. Make sure y'all come out. RSVP. It's a private event. Text 872-216-7260. 872-216-7260. Remember, pre-rolls for everybody until the supplies run out. 420, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah,
And it's okay, big dog.
It is.
Sure.
It is. Definitely is.
Anybody got any last other words?
No.
I think that's it right there. But
Be brave.
Just a reminder, outside of this mental health, not to switch the subject, but man, make sure y'all RSVP for this
420.
yeah.
420 event. You know what I'm saying?
I swear, y'all see these phones lighting up as we
Smooth
speak.
groove R&B, you know, just gonna be just all R&B laid back. You know what it is on 420. But you have to RSVP. You got to shoot that text through right now. What's that number?
872-216-7260. 872-216-7260. Text RSVP to that number.
There it
Make
is.
sure y'all come out and relax your mental.
I was about to say the same thing.
It's gonna do you some good.
Yeah.
Yeah, mental stimulation, man. You know what I'm saying? That's
Stimulate
this.
your mind, Craig.
This event is a part of mental health. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come and get stimulated the right way. You know what I'm saying? And what's that date again for the
May 30th.
May 30th?
May 30th.
And you're gonna have more details for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all stay tapped in with us.
Yes.
I think that same day I will also be receiving an award for mental health. So
That's
that's what's
see,
happening.
I'm telling you,
See
it's
how that
all
line
lining up. Yeah.
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 Yeah, man.
That's
So,
what I'm talking
man, We thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes.
You know, as usual, for real. Make sure you all don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and turn on your notifications. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
did.
in the meantime and in between time, make sure y'all hit me up on Instagram at I am DJ Qball.
Jilla beats on everything.
This is Versatile everywhere.
And don't forget to follow the Unplugged Talk podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere everywhere you see it. Everywhere you see it.
Facts.
Make sure you follow us.
You scrambling and scraping.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Diddy.
Got a little bit of tongue
Diddy.
tied.
No Diddy.
Got a little bit of tongue
No
tied.
Diddy.
You know what I'm saying? But man, listen, y'all, make sure y'all be peaceful out there, y'all.
Definitely.
Be safe, stay safe, make the right moves, right decision, get around you some like-minded, positive people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep the ball rolling, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Focus on the end goal.
Yep.
Again, get that healing.
Let's go.
Talk to you next time.